Welcome back, Ark players, to a brand new video. Now today, this probably isn't going to be the most positive video, I'm going to be honest with you guys, because we're going to be going through Community Crunch number 448, and Studio Wildcard have made a very interesting decision, which I'm not so sure about. But anyway, if you guys do enjoy today's video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. And before I get into things, I wanted to say a massive thank you to YouTube for inviting me to the Sidemen charity match yesterday. It was an amazing experience. I met some great YouTubers, some YouTubers that I watched when I was younger, you know, just everything. It was a fantastic day, and I will start to do more of this, like, real life content over on my TikTok. Maybe I could do some shorts for you guys to sort of see in the background of things, but it was an amazing day out, and thank you very much for that. So anyway, let's get into the Community Crunch. So this is probably not the best of timings for this. I'm going to be honest in this video. You know, Studio Wildcard, you know I love you, and, you know, have all the respect for your game allowing me to get into this position. And yes, I do get a lot of comments of me complaining that I might show too much love to Wildcard, but, you know, I've got a lot to be thankful for. But recently, the game has not been in a great place, and this timing couldn't have been any worse. So the ARK animated series Cosmetic pack coming soon. Now, again, as I said, I hate how, you know, pretty much within the last couple of weeks, most of the news videos have been negative, and I hate that. I want there to be more excitement, I want there to be more fun, but I can't do that when things aren't that way. So pretty much they said last week Mega Raptor took the crown in the latest community creature vote, which, by the way, is what we love. We love community creature votes. We want to see more of them. They're such an important part of the game over the last couple of years. Well, I say couple of years. It's not been going on for that long, but when they first got introduced, it was such a nice way to give the community a chance to have their creature in the game. And they said we'll be stomping its way into Valguero when the map launches later this year in Ark Survival Ascended. While you wait, a new animated skin pack is on the horizon, giving you more ways to customize your Ark with a fresh look. Now, by the way, I love the animated series. I enjoyed it, and looking forward to, like, the next one's coming up. But obviously, in classic Ark fashion, that should have been out years ago, and I don't even know what's going on with the next one. Yeah, this kind of just blew me away that Studio Wildcard have decided to do this. Now, don't get me wrong, I support them going down the route of making things, you know, more like microtransactions. I don't like microtransactions, but, you know, I think any Ark player knows that, you know, it needs to have a stable... The game isn't going to obviously generate any money while it's giving us the free maps, so they do have to generate money. But what does worry me about Studio Wildcard is that they've seen how well their microtransactions are doing. I'm not saying this is just Studio Wildcard, it could be Snail too. Well, I say could, probably is. And now they're just starting to get too enjoyable. Too enjoyable? That's not the word, but... so they say, get ready to complete your animated collection on March 26th. This massive pack is packed with a vibrant lineup of creatures and characters, ensuring you're well on your way to the full set of skins based on the ARK animated series. Soon you'll be able to bring stunning new animated looks to your Ark and create your own adventures, all for $14.99. So, they have released this massive creature pack, but it's a skin pack and it's £15. Now, yes, Fortnite has these skins, you know, like, I don't know, a Thanos skin, which is like 20 quid or something, I don't even know, but at the end of the day, like, they've earned the right to sort of, like, I mean, I don't think anything should be that expensive, but, you know, some people would want, you know, an Anakin Skywalker. If you're, like, a massive Star Wars fan like me, I was like, I need to get that, or anything like that in the game, because it's such a massive thing. This is the ARK animated series. Great series, but $14.99. Considering we've just bought a map for $14.99, and now they're trying to sell a cosmetic pack for $5.99, I understand. But, you know, because they're going to go down that route of, you know, custom cosmetics. But this is probably one of the worst decisions. I don't know. I'm gonna be savage here. I'm sorry, Wildcard. You know, but who in the company is making these decisions? Maybe it's not you. Maybe Studio Wildcard have no say in this. $14.99 in a stage where things, servers have been struggling due to DDoSing, which I understand, you know, isn't down to Studio Wildcard. You know, it's down to these people that are attacking the game, and they're going to have to obviously work really hard. You know, Nitrado and Wildcard, you know, it's a really tough time because, you know, they've had to fight against these people that are trying to take them down, and it's awful. So obviously they just have to keep, you know, working on security or whatnot. But then obviously with the servers all being down and the game having these game-breaking bugs, you know, Xbox being unplayable recently, and now they're trying to sell a skin. I would have, if they wanted to do this, the best time to sell is when, you know, players are happy with the state of the game. If they had got the Unreal Engine 5.5 update out, you know, maybe that made some improvement to the game, and then obviously RAG is on its way. You know, people are going to be in a bit of better spirits because it shows that you're making these changes. If you have got these game-breaking problems, and then after all of that, you're then trying to sell someone something for $14.99, which is a custom cosmetic pack, they're not going to be in the best of moods, and this decision making is awful. It is so bad, and I you know, it makes me upset, to be honest, because this is our loved game, and even if that's a word, our beloved game is probably the word I'm looking for, and we want to see the best for it, but this is not the way to do it. And Studio Wildcard, I have to say that you know, you guys have this fantastic game in front of you. You know, the ability to be able to profit off of it is deserved over time, and I just don't think this is the right move. And if you could have maybe waited a little bit longer, as I said, get plays in a bit of a better state, they would probably look to this a little bit nicer. But the fact is, this is the worst possible timing and also overpriced. So this pack includes Jane, Chava, Rebel Mei Ying, new armor Mei Ying, and then pretty much like every single creature in Ark's in the World of Ark animated version. And then they just show off a mod spotlight for the week, and I think that's pretty much everything. The next wipe for the Arkpocalypse servers is on the 4th of April. And then we got some other like community content stuff. Oh, this looks cool. I might have to watch this. I built a 6 km long death slide in Ark Survival Ascended. I really want to try that. That looks really cool. If you're the YouTuber that made the second wave survivors, I'd love to play it. But yeah, and obviously more photo mode stuff, but there you go. Okay, that's just annoying. Look at this. It's got 67 votes. $15 for a map isn't bad. $15 for a bunch of skins is not worth it. And something else to pay attention to is, you know, they used to be free in Survival Evolved, and you've got to a point where some you know, some players, you might not be that, but I've got to a point where, you know, I'm happy to support mod creators, and when Wildcard decide to release paid things, I'm happy to do it to support the game, making sure the game's thriving money-wise, and because, you know, the more money Wildcard have, the more things that can be released. But at the end of the day, this is the worst decision-making, and if I was Studio Wildcard right now, I would go over pricing again for this, or Snail, whoever's in charge of this, go over pricing again, maybe hold this off for a little while, just until the game is in a bit of a better state, and then say, you know, even because people respect that. Sometimes people that run these companies lose sight of what their game is. You know, it becomes more of a money thing rather than the love for what the players love in the game. You know, they lose sight of the actual reason people love Ark, and they put price tags on everything. And again, I'm going back to saying, I do believe to support this game, you have to have price tags on things. And I don't think there's anything wrong with Studio Wildcard wanting to make more profit for their game. But again, I'm going to keep saying over and over again, this is overpriced. And it's just, you know, I would, if it was $5.99, I'd be like, fair enough. It still wouldn't be the right time to promote it with what's going on with the game. But for $14.99, it's shocked me, to be honest. And that's why, obviously, I was out at the YouTube thing yesterday. Before I left, I was going to make a video on it, but I wanted to, like, sort of sleep on it, sort of have a think about this, and then make a video on it the next day, because I couldn't believe my eyes when I read it, to be honest. So sorry that, again, it's not a positive thing, but a positive video. I want to be able to do that more, but while these decisions are being made, I can't be positive about it. And as much as I love the animated series and I love this game, they do need to make better decisions moving forward, because it's just going to frustrate more people. And it's, you know, I don't, you know, if you're going to send, obviously, feedback to Wildcard, they don't tend to respond. And do you know what? This is I'm going to bring up this conversation I had with a YouTuber, obviously not going to name names, yesterday, and he creates content for another game. He creates a concept for this one game and started making it for a new game. And he said that, like, they responded to his video within 2 weeks or something, and they came and did some positive feedback. They said they watched it and they made some changes, and that's what YouTubers are here to do, right? We're here to obviously spread the word of things that maybe might not be the right thing, but also spread some good stuff when things are good. And he said that the other game just never listen and never make changes. And he said, do you deal with the similar thing? And I'm not saying that Studio Wildcard ever need to respond to me or anything like that, but when there's outrage about things, they do seem to ignore it. And I don't know if it's just because, they might not be in charge of something, so they can't change it. But it's like they could really build a better relationship with the community if they really wanted to. And I do believe that. And I think by ignoring things and making these decisions is really not the way to go. And at the end of the day, even though this is negative, I want the best for the game. I always do. I want to see it succeed and I want to see it thrive. But I can't get my head around this. But anyway, looking forward to reading the comments down below on what you guys think about this situation. I know you guys love this game, otherwise you still wouldn't be playing it, because it is, at the end of the day, it's got so many problems. Because Ark's such a brilliant game, it brings us all back. But unfortunately, needs some big fixes. Unreal Engine's coming up. They really need to make sure that this is going to be something game-changing. But anyway, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Come and join us in the LoadedCrysis cluster. Link is in the description down below. And I'll catch you in my next video.